again. And as we move on, Benjamin, just a quick audio and visual check. Are you able to hear and speak and share, Benjamin?
I am. Can you guys hear / see me?
We can. Thank you
Sweet.
very much for being here. We'll turn things over in your slide here. Hand things
Yeah,
up.
so awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. I'm joining from my house in Philadelphia, so unfortunately I couldn't enjoy the food there, but thanks to Robbie for putting this on. I'm in my 4th year, so I'm a P4 with Pitt Pharmacy, and I really just wanted to share briefly a unique opportunity I had during one of my rotations. So I like Michelle, I knew sort of later on in my pharmacy schooling that I wanted to go non-traditional route. Wasn't really sure what that meant, but I knew I wanted my rotations to reflect a bunch of different aspects of pharmacy. And so the most recent rotation I had was with APHA's branch BPS, or Board of Pharmacy Specialties. And going in, I had no idea what that meant. I really was interested because of a mentor I have who works for them. And after my interview for the rotation, I started to see more of what they did and sort of what I would learn from it. So just to go over what BPS is, it is an organization that's focused mainly on producing and putting out specialty examinations for pharmacists. And one thing I learned between the difference of certifications and a certificate is that certifications is more so on the side of validating a pharmacist's knowledge in a specialty area. So it really sort of encourages the pharmacist to practice at the top of their level. And this is one way they can validate what they're doing, the responsibilities that they have, and what they can bring to the healthcare team. And so throughout my 5 weeks working with my preceptor, Dr. Lanu, and though it was all remote, I was able to go in a couple of times. But during my rotation, they really wanted me to see the full scope of what BPS brings. So that was through, weekly discussion points, daily challenges that my preceptor proposed to me. And specifically with that was interesting because in our mid eval, I brought up this idea of maybe doing daily challenges with the students to try and get them to learn how to write in more of a professional manner. So the next day she sent me a daily challenge and I had no idea what to do with it. And so it was a great opportunity for me to just talk with my pharmacist or with my preceptor and really nail down, how do you respond to questions posed by the public, questions posed by pharmacists, and how do you answer that in an appropriate, respectful manner? And so that was one of the things that I learned. I think specifically, I learned the most about how to really engage with other people in a professional but respectable manner, and how to write out a response, and really showcase the knowledge that you have, but also show compassion, sympathy, empathy, and sort of responding to those questions and concerns. Something else that really helped me with is time management. Throughout pharmacy school and college, you have to learn time management, but this rotation was very independent, and it was, every day, 9 to 5 going on, and it being on me to sort of figure out how do I want to structure my day? How do I want to engage with my preceptor? Because if I didn't reach out, sometimes we didn't speak until the end of the day. And so it really challenged me to be proactive in my communication, proactive in, what I have going on, priorities. So that was both challenging and also rewarding. It really showed me some skills that I have been building on, that I am going to continue to build on, and other skills that, I'm sort of polishing off. So specifically with this rotation, I think something that stood out to me was, though it was remote, all of the members on the team, on the BPS team, were really welcoming, wanted to meet with me one-on-one and, learn about what I am hoping to do in pharmacy and what they do. And then I was even brought on to attend a board of directors conference that they held, which was incredible for me and an honor, because all of the people that were there were board certified across the country and even the world, and they're all practicing at the top of their license. So I really got to sit back and listen to how they talked and with each other and the topics that they brought up and what they felt passionately about from a student's perspective, and sort of getting excited for my future and hopefully being able to sit in spaces like this. So for any underclassmen, I know P3s are already sort of moving past their rotation picking, but for any underclassmen who want to see more of an organizational side of pharmacy and less clinical hospital, I think this is a great opportunity. It is application based, so you do have to apply and go through a little interview with the preceptor, but it shows you a side of pharmacy you don't see in school. And even in organizations like APHA local chapter at Pitt, it sort of gives you just a better viewpoint of what it looks like nationally and what they're really doing on a national level, and how they're trying to advance pharmacy. So board certification, I think, is a big thing that everybody should try and look to do, mostly just for yourself, really advance your career, help validate the knowledge that you have and what you bring to the table as a healthcare worker. So yeah, my information is at the bottom. Feel free to reach out. I didn't do the QR code, which is unfortunate because that was really cool, but there's my LinkedIn profile name. And then just some pictures. That top picture is actually the whole BPS team. You see me over there in the corner. And then just a quote that I provided to them, just some thoughts that I had about why this rotation is really valuable. So thank you. Oh yeah, sorry. APHA is the American Pharmacists Association. Headquarters are in Washington, D.C., right on Constitution Ave. So that was great when I got to go in, because I got to walk around the memorials, see the White House, see the Lincoln Memorial. So that was awesome. Yeah, thank you for that.
Excellent. We can thank Benjamin for the presentation. As we'll continue on to hear our in-person presenters next and queue you all up. Any quick questions or comments, concerns for Benjamin and his rotation experience down at the Board of Pharmacy Specialties? One that I'll definitely prompt with. Benjamin, you were so excited for rotations, and one of the key things that stood out to me was how you were really excited to learn in new environments where you might not know everything. It seemed like from the top down, this was a very new environment for you to learn and take away. Can you tell us about the learning curve? How long did it take for you to get a handle on things, and how does that compare to other rotations?
Yeah, comparative, my first 4 rotations were very traditional, hospital, acute care, institutional, community. And then coming to this, it sort of had to do a full 180 because it wasn't fast paced. It was slowed down. It was a very independent. So the learning curve, it took me a little bit to sort of get a handle on this new sort of style of thinking, of analyzing research and, looking at just all the information that they have about BPS. So that's actually a great thing that my preceptor did. Was each week she gave me weekly discussion points to look at and just to go through step by step, what is BPS? What do we provide? Why are we important, or why is board certification important? And so through those, I definitely got to learn a lot more about the organization. Because, like I said, going in, I had little to no idea of what BPS really did on a daily basis. So, that was a little challenging for me, being like, wow, I'm in this new space. I need to learn how to navigate it. And also, how can I, provide my own insight and sort of try and help while I'm there advance BPS. So, yeah, thanks.
Thank you again, Benjamin. And as we invite our speakers